Asia here in Ghana. We're on our way to Afro Mall. Davia decided to just get a mattress instead of, you know, making do. But I just had something happen that I wanted to share. Every time I need board, I order at this place in Asibo, right? So you give them the measurements, they cut it, you get your board. But what I'm noticing, especially with the ceiling joints, they always seem to be warped. So of course there's hard and soft. I don't know what is in the ceiling where, you know, that before I was here. I don't know what they bought previously, but they have the hard board for 35 and what they call the soft board for 32. So I don't know if my ceiling have any hardwood. The joints though, since I started buying the joints, the board for the joints, it has been a hardboard. Now, sometimes I'll call a couple persons I know, so like the Ababaya guy, call him and say, collect some board at the wood place and give him the size, and I've done it before. So today I called him and asked him to collect a 1.5 by 5 for the door jamb, because I just put in the door jamb since the guy is, you know, plastering, so that you'd work around it and thing. When he came with the board, the minute I saw the board, I realized it was not the correct size. It looked more 1, but the 1 was terrible enough, but the width was way beyond the 5. When I measured it, it was 10. So it was 1 by 10 instead of 1.5 by the 5. So 2 things occurred to me. Of course I was upset because 1, not only do I know how to pay the guy to bring it back, I have to pay to bring it up, I have to pay him to bring it up again. It occurred to me that maybe he is at fault. That's the Aboboya guy, because I've never had a problem with them taking the measurements and cutting it for me. I've had a problem with the quality of the board when they give it to me, but I've never had a problem with the actual measurements. When I went back, because I said I want to find those, when they cut, they normally put it to the front where you can pick it up by the roadside, right? So I was thinking maybe he picked up the wrong one, because I can't understand why 1.5 by 5 would be 1 by 10. So when I got there, I saw some guys, and it's always filled with guys. Well, that's another story. But anyway, I said, who sent the board? This one raised his hand. I said, did you hear what I asked for? He said, yes. So what did I say? He said 1.5 by 5. And I said, but that is not 1.5 by 5. That is 1 by 10. Because they shave it. I said, even if you shave it, there is no shaving anything and it goes to 10. There's no shaving 5 and it goes to 10, for sure. So I said, if he could fix it. I said, fix it how? I said, that's too thin. I said, if you don't have 1.5. I said, but if you don't have 1.5, you say you don't have 1.5. And there's no way he cannot have 1.5. I feel more he doesn't know how to do 1.5 in terms of measurement, because that's what I'm suspecting. Especially if you consider that he has 10 instead of 5. So that's double what I asked for. I said, if you did not say that. But if you don't have the 1.5, I would prefer to get the 2. So it would be 2 by 5, not 1 by 10 or 1 by 5. I said, door jamb, that's too thin. He's looking at me. I said, honey, a door jamb needs key, locks. There's no way you can put a lock, a space for lock on that kind of jamb. He went and he looked at this piece of wood on the floor. Said this. When I measured it, because I walked with my measuring tape, when I measured it, it was 2, but it was more than 5. which could end up potentially being problems for me. But to ask him to cut it now, I'm afraid to have him cut it. But when I looked further, there are cracks on the wood. It just wouldn't work, because you put that in your house, you would have to sandpaper the hell out of it and it still wouldn't work, right? And you'd have to pay them to shave it down if you want something even look close to smooth. I say I don't want that. I say it's tilted, it's lean, so it's not gonna go straight down on the door jamb, one. And two, it's wider than. It's cracked because there's a split in it. So by the time you start nailing to put it in the wall, you're going to split more. He moved over to another one. That looks a little bit smoother, but it still had damages on it that I had no intention of dealing with. So I say, you know what, give me back my money. So you know, when you do anything they don't like, they jump into their language and they try to talk behind you. Personally, I don't really care what they're saying behind my back or in front of me, because they're not doing it behind your back. They're talking in front of you and they're saying rude things, and I don't care. But you know that they're talking about you, and you know when they're saying something rude. Don't care. There are certain things I will let go, to be honest, and there are things that I let go more than another person would let go. But I tell you this, if it's downright disrespectful and downright not going to work, I'm going to defend it. And I'm not going to back down. So I say, give me my money. I want back my money. I'm even go in the patois. I'm in a business whether they understand or not. I say, give me back my money. I say, where's the boss? He's not around. I say, I don't want that and I don't want that. So give me back. So they go in him language, and the bubble guy took the bag. Some bag they must take the money and they take it for him. But I suspect that one, because there's another little one that I usually deal with. He seems to, and I think some of them don't know measurements. In his case, I'm convinced he did not know how to measure at all. I don't see how 5 became 10 at all. So I just left it, because the other problem was, if I took the board, I'd have to send the Baboya guy back up there and pay him a different money. So right now, I still lose, because I ended up paying and not getting loan. But at least we get back the money. So all I lost was the 60 that I paid. He was charging me 70 and I gave him 60. I was going to give him 50, but then it's not his fault. Because believe me, if it was his fault, his money was going to be short. I know they're not going to take in my view. I would if the fault was the Babaya guy, I believe he should take it back up, and it's just the one money. But let me tell you, even though I think that's what happened, they're going to give you a hard time about it, and they're going to have you up about it. So I know some persons do that and they are like to get away with it. I can't bother with the headache, and I can't bother walk and look behind me every time and wonder. So I tend to, you know, to keep peace, give in more than I think I should in some cases. Not every case, in some cases. So it didn't work out for a minute. So I still end up not getting the door jamb. So I don't know what I'm going to do, because, but I think they have another place that sell wood, same place in Asable. So I may try and check that and see if I can get something, and either cut it and make Bismarck the driver take it up when we're going back with the mattress. But I just venting a bit, guys. So again, I'm in Ghana and I'm trying to deal with the little idiosyncrasies of the various Ghanaians, and at the same time keep peace, right? Because all time the children. But I'm telling you the truth, I didn't care about peace a while ago. So I know they're gonna have me up, they're gonna think about it, and I know some of them were nearby because they had some nearby looking at me, and I didn't really care. And I was upset, like went on badly. I was just really annoyed. See you guys in another video.